Okay, so many of the questions we got from you guys online, and thank you so much for asking these, by the way, because we get these questions at all the markets. So a lot of the questions we get are pertaining to our bees. So one of the questions, what do you do with your bees in the winter? We love our bees. So we wrap them up in the winter time. Our bees stay nice and warm. Like in the hive, it usually is about 30 degrees in the winter. So it's a huge insulating black blanket that gets wrapped around the hive. There are two openings, one on the bottom where they can come and go, and another one on the top. So if the bottom one gets covered by snow, then they can still use the top entrance and exit. So they can come and go as they want. A common misconception is that bees hibernate in the winter. That is not true. Bees are very active in the winter. On really nice days, you can see them even flying out. They go do their business, they clean their hive, they're very clean. Their hives are always kept clean. So yeah, we wrap them up, keep them warm. They eat lots of honey during the winter to try and stay warm. Also, the other question we get quite often is, what do you feed your bees? And we love to put some honey out for them. So first of all, we make sure that their brood boxes, the two boxes that they actually live in, not the boxes that they fill up with honey, but the boxes that they live in, actually stays full of honey. Like, we don't touch that. The queen lays her eggs there. The bees forage, and they fill it up with honey as much as they want. And once those are full, then they start filling up honey for us to take. We never touch the honey from the brood boxes. That is just for them to keep. So they have lots of honey for the winter time. The other question we often get is, well, how can you tell that this is clover honey? That's a really good question. No, our bees are not trained better than all the other bees out there. When we put our hives out, it's just out in the middle of the field. So in the summertime, we get all kinds of flowers. We get wildflower, we get lilacs and wild rose, and some of you have tried some of this amazing wildflower honey we have. And every year is different. Like, we just don't know what nature is going to give us that year. But our creamed clover honey comes from the same fields, and after all the wildflowers have died for the season, after all the other flowers are done blooming, the only flower usually left is clover, and that's when we harvest. So this honey is nice and soft. Clover makes for very soft honey. Canola, for instance, makes for a very hard honey. And different flowers create a different texture in the honey as well. So clover makes for a very soft honey, and that's why we love it. It's also a wildflower, so we know that it's not sprayed. So yeah, we absolutely love the clover honey. It makes for a mild honey as well, so when you put it in your tea and coffee, it's not going to change the flavor of the tea or the coffee either. So the other question we have sometimes is, well, I've asked you to put your bees in my fields. I've got a beautiful acreage. What are you looking for? Like, what is your criteria for putting your hives in our fields? We're very picky. We really appreciate everybody asking us to put our hives in their fields. We try and stay away from all spraying. So we love just open space. Like, when we're standing in a field, we want to be able to look around and just see wildflowers, pasture land, nothing growing other than just wildflowers, especially not canola or any crops that are being sprayed. So that's one of our main criteria there. And then also a water source. So if you have a little pond, if you have a creek or a river running through your property, that's ideal for us as well. So thank you so much for watching today, you guys. We got lots of giveaways today. Everybody can win something. We're also giving away, depending on what orders you place today, we have honey sticks and lip balms and free gift jars of honey to give away. So everybody could be leaving today with something. We really appreciate that you guys are joining us for our Facebook Live event today. Take care.